Be honest. What was the very first thing you touched this morning? For most Americans, it wasn't water, it wasn't breakfast, and it wasn't the person lying next to you. It was your phone. And tonight, before you close your eyes, it'll probably be the last thing you see. The average American checks their phone 352 times a day. That's once every 3 minutes. Here's the crazy part. Most of those check-ins, we don't even remember. We do it on autopilot. This isn't laziness. This isn't weak willpower. This is psychology. Your brain has been trained, engineered to crave this device. And today, we'll break it into 3 truths about why you can't stop checking your phone. And the third one isn't what you expect. Truth 1. Your brain is addicted. Let's call it what it is, addiction. Every swipe, every tap, every scroll lights up the same brain pathways as gambling, the same dopamine surge cocaine delivers. Think about it. That little buzz, that glowing screen, to your brain, it's not much different than a slot machine ringing or a line of powder. On average, Americans now spend 4 hours and 25 minutes a day glued to their phones. That's 60 full days every year. Across a lifetime, you'll spend 9 years staring at a phone. 9 years, nearly a decade. Here's the kicker. You'll spend more time looking at your phone than you will exercising, eating, or talking face-to-face with your family. And nearly half of that usage, completely unconscious. At a stoplight, in line at Starbucks, during commercials, or right before bed when you just check one more thing, and suddenly it's 1 a.m. Ever unlock your phone, stare at the screen, and think, wait, what was I even going to do? That isn't choice. That's conditioning. Truth 2. Your phone was built to hook you. This isn't an accident. It's design. Tech companies hire behavioral psychologists, the same experts casinos use to keep you scrolling. Infinite scroll? Directly borrowed from slot machines. Pull to refresh? Literally modeled on pulling a lever. Red notification badges? Red is the color your brain associates with danger and urgency. You cannot ignore it. And here's a stat that's wild. The average person gets hit with 5,000 notifications a year. That's 13 distractions every single day. But it's not just the number, it's the timing. They're random on purpose because variable rewards are the most addictive. That's the same principle that makes gambling so hard to quit. And here's the irony. The people who design this world don't live inside it. Steve Jobs didn't let his kids use iPads. Bill Gates limited screen time at home, and many elite Silicon Valley schools banned smartphones entirely. Why? Because the people who built the trap knew exactly how dangerous it was. And if you've ever told yourself, I'll just check for a minute, you've felt it. That pull, that engineered loop you can't quite escape. Truth 3. It's not distraction, it's survival mode. And here's the part you probably didn't expect. Your brain doesn't process notifications as fun. It processes them as survival signals. The same ancient circuits that once warned your ancestors of a predator in the bushes now fire when Instagram tells you someone liked your post. That vibration in your pocket? Your brain interprets it as urgent, as critical, as life or death. That's why ignoring it feels impossible. You're not weak, you're wired. And it gets stranger. Even when you don't answer, even when your phone is off, silent, face down, it still hijacks your brain. One landmark study showed that simply having your phone in the room reduces memory and focus. Think about that. Your phone doesn't have to beep to make you dumber. It only has to exist near you. Another study tested college students. Those who left their phones outside the classroom performed up to 20% better on exams than those who kept them in their pocket. 20%. That's the difference between failing and passing, between the job you want and the one you lose. And the invisible cost? Relationships. There's a word for it now. Phubbing. Phone plus snubbing. That moment when your partner, your friend, or your child is talking and you glance at your screen. Research shows it leaves people feeling rejected, invisible, alone. Your brain thinks it's answering a survival signal, but to the person in front of you, it feels like betrayal. And here's the final twist. Phones don't just change what you do, they change who you are. Studies show heavy phone users report higher anxiety, less patience, and less empathy. When your attention is always fractured, your ability to connect deeply with work, with people, with yourself starts to fade. Closing. The bet. So, here's the truth. Your phone isn't just a tool. It's a slot machine in your pocket. And every time you pick it up, you're placing a bet. Are you playing the game, or is the game playing you? Here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, count how many times you reach for your phone. You'll be shocked. And once you see that number, you'll never unsee it. So next time your hand moves without thinking, stop. Ask yourself, what am I really looking for? And more importantly, what am I losing while I look?